Martin Odegaard, #1 Arsenal transfer target. With Emi Buendia confirmed as an Aston Villa player, Arsenal are out there looking for a brand new attacking midfielder. But is that player going to be Real Madrid's Martin Odegaard? Also, what is the latest of the transfer of Granit Xhaka to Roma? And could Ruben Neves be the player to replace him? As always, so much to discuss, so let's get into today's video. Yo, what is going on guys? My name is Babs14 and welcome back to your boys channel. The question that I want to ask you guys to answer down below in the comments today is on Martin Odegaard, and do you think he's the right attacking midfielder that Arsenal should be signing this window? But with that being said, let's be talking some Arsenal. Right, yo, then first things first, Martin Odegaard Arsenal transfer. Now personally speaking, I am a fan of this player. I like him overall and see a lot of potential. But the question is he the right guy for Arsenal to take us to that next level? Well, according to the Gunner blog today from The Athletic, he claims that Martin Odegaard remains the #1 target. Saliba to be assessed to return to training. Centre midfield targets are from the Premier League. Tabsoba remains realistic than Koundé. 2 fullbacks wanted, Josh Duke unlikely. Homegrown goalkeeper is a priority. Now in terms of The Athletic, they are normally very reliable. And the fact that they're saying that Martin Odegaard is Arsenal's #1 target says to me that maybe Edu Gaspar and Mikel Arteta, they're confident that they can get a deal over the line with Real Madrid. In terms of Martin Odegaard, I've got two very simple questions. First things first, how much do Arsenal value the player and how much are they willing to offer Real Madrid? And the price that has been quoted in the past has gone from £30 million, sometimes £40 million, and sometimes even £50 million. And also secondly, in terms of Martin Odegaard, is he the guy for Arsenal? Is he the creative player, the hub that Arsenal needs to progress on back to the Champions League football? Hold the video right there. Before we proceed onwards, if you guys can go down there and smash a like on the video, and also do subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. We have hit 40,000 subscribers, but now it's on the road to 50k, my guys. So please go down there, take 1 second of your day and press that subscribe button. Now obviously the loan spell under Mikel Arteta is a massive fan of this player. There was a reason why Ødegaard was always starting for Arsenal, even after maybe him having a poor game. And for the first half of the second half of the season, the guy was low-key on fire. And it was only after the international break where he came back with an injury and things just started to fall off a cliff and he put in a bit of stinkers. But then in the final game of the season, he was balling against Brighton. But having seen him dip in the Arsenal shirt, a lot of Arsenal fans have already made their mind on this player, and I've seen quite a few fans say that they don't want Martin Odegaard. But then again, a lot of fans also do rate Martin Odegaard, and with him still being only 22 years of age, see a lot of upturning potential. My only real concern about Ødegaard is his overall goals and assists. Ødegaard might have the potential in the future, but I need that player right now of next season. And is Ødegaard ready for that? Well, let's see if Arsenal think he is. And also, do Real Madrid want to sell the player in the first place? That is another question. But do let me know your thoughts down below on Martin Odegaard, and would you take him at Arsenal? Is he the right attacking midfield signing this summer? Arsenal are understood to have brought up Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who is out of contract with AC Milan this summer, internally as a target. He is an option with the expectation that he's an alternative to Martin Odegaard, says James Bench. And ultimately, in terms of out and out creativity and goals and set piece taking, Çalhanoğlu is not the worst of players. In fact, you could argue he has just had his best ever season in the AC Milan shirt. Well, Çalhanoğlu has just come off a 9 goals and 12 assists season. And I think the most enticing thing about Arsenal is, as of right now, Çalhanoğlu is a free agent this summer, and with him being 27 years of age in his prime years, I can see exactly why Arsenal are looking at him as a player. But I have also seen reports that AC Milan are closing into giving Çalhanoğlu a new contract, so we'll see how things develop there. But if Çalhanoğlu is to remain a free agent, then I am sure if Arsenal can't sign Martin Odegaard, they will make a move for Hakan Çalhanoğlu. But is the Turkish playmaker a player that you want to see Arsenal sign over Martin Odegaard, as he is a free agent? Let me know your thoughts on Hakan Çalhanoğlu down below in the comments. Norwich City can confirm that a club record deal has been agreed with Aston Villa for the transfer of Emi Buendia. Yeah, it is confirmed, it is official that Buendia is going to Aston Villa. That one is now over for Arsenal. Forget about it, my guys. And in terms of why the deal didn't happen, according to the reliable AFC Bell, a source close to negotiations say that Aston Villa's final bid for Emiliano Buendia was £33 million guaranteed. That would rise to £40 million with incentives and the inclusion of a clause allowing Norwich to take 10% of any future sale, something that Arsenal would not accept. That 10% sell-on clause is the reason that Arsenal are not signing Emiliano Buendia. And I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans say that, okay, they agree with Arsenal doing it, but at the same time, a lot of Arsenal fans are furious saying 10% is nothing in the grand scheme of things. But ultimately, Buendia is now going to Aston Villa. We can forget about that transfer and we need to move on to other targets. But what are your thoughts on Buendia not coming to Arsenal because we did not want to accept the 10% sell-on clause in his contract? Let's have a discussion in the comments. Moving on, let's get an update on the future of Granit Xhaka. For the past few weeks, Xhaka has been heavily linked to a transfer to AS Roma in the Serie A. And today it has been confirmed by Chris Wheatley that Granit Xhaka is edging closer to signing for Roma. Over the last 24 hours, I won't lie to you guys, I've seen a lot of reports in Italy and in the UK that Xhaka's transfer to Roma is very, very close. With an Italian source claiming that Roma have accelerated the talks to sign Granit Xhaka in the last few hours. They want to close the deal before the Euros begin, the latest offer €20 million. Now, 20 million euros for me and you, it's massive money, but for Arsenal and for Granit Xhaka, is it the right fee that we should be looking out for? Because a lot of fans still want more for Xhaka. While we might not rate him all as a player, we still think he has a lot more value than what Roma are giving to Arsenal. But with all the reliable English sources, Serie A sources, Italian sources, all claiming the same thing, Granit Xhaka is going to leave Arsenal this summer, and it is a surprise to me, but to a lot of Arsenal fans, I think they agree. This is time to go. It's the best time for all parties to move on. I wish Xhaka the best of luck at AS Roma. You man, do your things there. As long as Roma give us the right money, I have nothing against Xhaka moving on and going to the Serie A. But what are your thoughts on Granit Xhaka being close to leaving Arsenal? Are you for it or are you against it? Contact has been made between Arsenal and Wolves about the possibility of signing Ruben Neves. Looking more likely that Neves may move on this summer, with Wolves needing to sell big if they want to buy big. These Ruben Neves reports simply won't go away, but from what I've heard from the reliable English sources, this is still Jorge Mendes and a lot of agent talk. But according to the Telegraph, the Portuguese international was a target for Manchester City during Arteta's spell as Pep Guardiola's assistant, and an opening offer is expected from Arsenal later this week. Brighton's Yves Bissouma is another option for Arsenal. Now, if that is true and Arteta has indeed scouted Ruben Neves from his time at Man City, then this deal does become a bit more likely. Now, I'm not saying that Neves is a bad player. In fact, I do rate him as a player. My only question is he the right midfielder to take us to that next level, and is he a massive upgrade on Granit Xhaka? Some fans will argue for and some fans will argue against. But also, what about Yves Bissouma? If we sign Ruben Neves, then are we also going to sign Yves Bissouma, or is it going to be one or the other? But if it is the case of a more bold, dominant midfielder of Ruben Neves, or a more combative and better press resistant player in Yves Bissouma, let me know down below in the comments what player out of the two are you picking for Arsenal to sign, or is there some other central midfielder that you want to see Arsenal sign instead? Chris Davison says the talks are ongoing between Arsenal and Ajax over Andre Onana. One person tells me that Arsenal have offered as little as €2 million, but the Eredivisie champions value him at between €6 to €9 million. The outcome of Onana's ban appeal expected soon will have an impact on the final fee. All I'm going to say on this transfer, my guys, is stay tuned over the next week, as in terms of Onana's appeal on the court, the decision will be coming out this week, and whenever that is announced, I think that then decides whether Arsenal pay the €2 million or the €9 million. Potentially €2 to €9 million, regardless of whatever. I want to see Arsenal sign this goalkeeper. He is a gargantuan upgrade on Burton when it comes to playing out of the back. And I do believe this could be one of the bargains of the summer. So Arsenal, Edu Gaspar, Mikel Arteta, get on that phone, discuss with Ajax and get the deal sorted. Ridul Baku with 3 now has the most assists in the under-21 Euros. Ridul Baku, of course, is a German right back that plays for Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga, and he is a player of interest to your boy. Now, of course, Arsenal are scouting for a new right back to replace Hector Bellerin this summer, and I personally think that Ridul Baku could be the perfect perfecto mundo player to replace Heki B. The fact that he's still so young with so much upside and potential, the only issue is how much do Wolfsburg want for the player. But do you agree with your boy's opinion on Riddle Baku, and is he the player that you want to see Arsenal sign as that right back? Because as you know, your boy's a massive fan. Let's move on to the other Arsenal news today. Chris Wheatley is reporting having heard further confirmation from Ghana FA today that rumours of Thomas Partey being sacked from the national team are completely untrue. Some reports have come out that Thomas Partey was late to international duty and he was sent back home, but as Chris Wheatley always does, he comes in with them exclusives, and as he said, it is untrue information. He also has claimed that Thomas Partey was granted permission to miss Ghana's friendly game against Morocco and the Ivory Coast. The Ghana Football Association will release a statement shortly. Now, while we're on the discussion of Thomas Partey, what were your guys' thoughts on his first season at Arsenal? Because a lot of fans saw a lot of potential in his first few games, but we did see also a little bit of decline towards the end of the season. But personally, I saw enough signs of so many quality games, especially that game against Manchester United at Old Trafford, to really expect a lot more from Thomas Partey next season. But rate Thomas Partey's first season in London out of 10 down below in the comments, with 10 being a zoom and 1 being, well, the Partey it flopped. Personally, your boy's probably gonna give him a 6 or 7 out of 10. Maybe that's biased, but it's Thomas Partey TT. Chris Wheatley is also reporting that expectation is that Flo Balogun will compete for a place in Arsenal's first team next season. He will be assessed in pre-season and compete for a place with the rest. Now that is exactly what I want to hear, and I've got a very controversial opinion on Ruben Balogun. Right now, that transfer market for the strikers, there's not many obvious options that Arsenal should be signing. And so in your boy's humble opinion, I'd rather see Arsenal give a chance to Ruben Balogun than go and sign a striker just for the sake of it. And talking about potential Arsenal striker transfer targets, what about Odsonne Edouard? Well, Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Leicester are in advanced talks to sign Odsonne Edouard from Celtic, now working to complete the deal. Many clubs are interested, so Leicester are keen to secure it quickly. So it looks like Odsonne Edouard is rejoining his former manager in Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City. And you know what, as much as your boy is a low-key fan of the player, I don't know if he's the right guy to take us to the next level. And that's why I'd rather see Arsenal give a chance to Martinelli down the middle and Ruben Balogun, obviously we have Aubameyang as well, and spend the rest of the money on signing midfielders, defenders, right backs, and obviously that attacking midfield department as well. But do you agree with your boy's opinion on Ruben Balogun, and would you give him a chance next season, or do you want to see Arsenal go into the transfer market and sign a striker instead? And if so, who is that centre forward you have in mind? But there you guys go, that is the video there and there. If you have enjoyed it, as always, you know the ting, go down there and smash that like button. Also, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button as well. Please do follow your boy on them social medias. I'm trying to hit 10,000 on the Instagram as soon as possible, so the links will be down below in the description. But that is the latest Arsenal news and transfer news there and there. The window opens in the next day or so stay tuned as things heat up and Arsenal need to announce a few signings. I will see you guys soon in a bit.